Hello and welcome to another Momir. We will play first. We want mulligan obviously. So yeah, I did a lot of heads up today with poker and have been getting suck out after suck out after suck out after suck out after suck out. I'm pretty pissed off at it. I mean, I get it all in with aces, lose. I get it all in with ace queen against jack 10. I actually hit an ace. He gets a straight. Both with the ace and the queen that I have in my hand. So I mean, what are the odds of that? So I'm pretty annoyed by all those things. I think I got it in with aces twice, all in against really aggressive players. So finally found a spot to punish them, and they got suckouts. I got it in with ace 8 against ace deuce. The guy hits his deuce. I got it all in with nines. The guy woke up with kings. I got it all in with kings against like pocket deuces, and he hits his deuce. I mean, stuff like that. Just suck out after suck out after suck out. That cost me heads up games. But anyway, this isn't poker. This is Momir, but it also has an insane randomness factor, but it's a bit more fun. We'll see what we're up against, or what kind of player we're up against. Obviously we're on the play, so we'll make it to a drop, as I have discussed in previous videos. Make it to a drop and hope you get a mana acceleration. And it is a duo cure, because he's really slow. Also went to the cinema yesterday. Went to see We're the Millers. Pretty decent movie. It's just a 2-2, that's fine. It's a decent movie, good comedy, pretty fun. Compared to other movies in the cinema, it's probably one of the best at this point. And he gets a 1-1, that's fine. So we obviously won't make a 3-drop, we'll just attack for 2. So yeah, that's actually a pretty decent card though. Basically I can't kill anything with 2 toughness now because of this. I have to keep this in mind all the time. I mean, combat tricks are good. And he gets a 2-2 shroud flanking. For those that do not know what flanking does, if this becomes blocked, yeah, the blocking creature gets -1/-1. It's basically Bushido, but then the older version, a worse version. Bushido obviously says blocks or becomes blocked. This is just when it becomes blocked. So yeah, you might have heard it. That's the way I sneeze. So we get a 3-2. The extort isn't gonna make a difference. And we can't block this either. But I mean, we can attack with the 3-2, which is good. He should make a 4-drop after attacking because of Bloodlust. Instead he gets a non-black, non-land permanent. So basically this makes sure that I can double block. No, then he kills both because they both get -1/-1. And then during my upkeep I take 1. Yep. I mean, this is all fine. It's still early in the game. Once 6 drops comes out, this should all be negated anyway. I mean, even a 5-drop can totally stomp this entire board, if you get lucky, of course. Because it's Momir, it's total random. Would be cool if you could like select a bunch of creatures. 4-6 isn't bad, is it? If you could select a bunch of creatures and then go with it. The 4-6 still won't get through the Urborg Stalker because of the Semite Healer, which is annoying, but at least he can't attack now. And I'm ahead on the curve. So he has a rainbow, that's fine. He does have nice lands though. He gets a 4-3 that becomes bigger. Wow, so next turn that actually is a big creature. Unless he makes a creature first, but he shouldn't. That's a really good one. So obviously if it attacks with this, we just block with this. Eventually it's gonna... it's basically always gonna be a 7/6, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty annoying. We can double block it, and then he can prevent one, kill this, this lives, this becomes the big issue. If he makes a land drop, he can't attack with. If he makes a Momir drop, he can attack with it. That's pretty dumb. That's good though. I mean, he can become a 7/7. I probably should have dropped the island just to pay upkeep cost or some. Wow, this is nuts. We kill this, we kill this, we kill this. Boo. Yeah, this is sick. 5/6 flyer with an insane ability. And then this comes through. And we get a bunch of tokens, make it like a 12 drop or something. Yep, it does have trample though, so we can make an 11. We can even attack first and then make a 15 or a 16 Draco. He does prevent 1 damage, so whatever. Yeah, he can prevent from this or this, so we'll see. We get 2 tokens. Obviously, I think we'll attack first and then use the spawn tokens for the Momir. But this is just the nuts. It's even better than Hoverguard Sweepers in this format. It's 1 mana cheaper. It's this. I'm not sure. Hoverguard Sweep is it 5/6 or 4/6 or 4/5? But I mean, this is cheaper. It removes 3 creatures instead of 2. Yeah, he gets a 7/7 flyer though. That's painful. Does it have a downside? No. It's just a 7/7 flyer. Wow. Yeah, that bugs down the board. We'll make a 10 drop, see what we get. But this isn't looking good. So yeah, we'll use these. Use these. Why won't it? Okay. And we get a 6/6 flying trample double strike. Unless you pay. It depends on what he gets. I mean, if he attacks with this, we obviously can block. If he doesn't get a flyer, we obviously keep this around and attack. He has to block or he dies with this. So if he doesn't get a flyer, our choices are easy. He gets a pretty nuts card though, but he can't attack here. I'm thinking how I'm gonna do this. So obviously I'm gonna pay. Okay. Then attack. I think we attack with these. If you attack with everything, what happens? He blocks this. He blocks. I'm thinking. So he blocks this because this does the most damage. He prevents 1 to himself. He obviously blocks this, and then he does 4. Yeah, it's lethal. No, he can. Oh, God damn it, I'm an idiot. He can block this, prevent 1 to him, and it's 1 too short. But his entire board dies. I mean, that's fine by me, isn't it? That he loses his entire board. So now he prevents 1 to himself and he goes down to 1. Yep. That's fine. Yep. Oh, he does have trample, so he's dead. And I forgot to trample. I'm sorry. But I did win. See, that's why you have mountains and why you drop all the mountains. Because a lot of creatures like that. Pump effects are usually red. Ping effects are usually red. Upkeep sometimes are red. But mountains are basically the best lands in Momir. And you will see most people have mountains as the majority of their deck in Momir. I mean, people actually spend a lot of time developing tactics of Momir. It's pretty interesting. Obviously, I'm not one of those persons myself, but I do look them up. Excuse me. So yeah, yesterday evening, went out to eat, went to the cinema, went to a pub, or a bar, or whatever you want to call it. We get a 1-3 flyer, that's fine. It blocks a lot, it does some damage. Obviously on the draw we will make 2-2 drops, depending on his 3 drop of course, but... And he gets... not bad. This negates each other, so... I mean, I can block it. It doesn't really negate, but... That's pretty good. So it can become a real big creature. It can always trade with this at this point. So basically if it attacks, it's a 2-2 of its own, because it counts itself as an attacking creature. So yeah, we'll just attack with it. I mean, it is 2-2. We will make a 4-drop first, even though Bloodlust isn't useful for us. We don't want to get hit by this. That's not really that good, is it? So yeah, it's a 2-2, just so that out. He does block. I mean, it is a good creature. Makes me sacrifice creatures. Obviously, he wants to keep a flyer around. It is the obvious block. I would actually have taken 2 damage. I think it doesn't matter. He can always take the trade later on. Even though the creature will grow later on, its toughness will always stay first. Yeah, this isn't actually that good. It will eventually shrink and die. Obviously, it becomes a 4-4 next turn, and then it grows and stuff like that, but it's not that big of an issue, is it? Yay! We get a 3-2 flyer, which is fine. It will trade, but it did draw the card, so we can make 9 drops eventually. I mean, it's little things like that that make a difference. So this has vigilance now. I mean, it's just a 4-4 vigilance at this point. If he attacks with it, I'm not gonna block even. Then he makes a land drop, drops it. It becomes a 2-2. So you can actually block. Yeah, this is interesting. So if I block it, it has 2 damage on it, and he can't make a land drop and do Momir because then this dies. He might not know that. I mean, I almost missed it right now. I was just thinking loudly, and this is why commentating is actually good, because you start thinking about it and then you notice things and stuff like that. Hoo hoo hoo, please act, because you are being annoying. Okay, so attack please. Yes, 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 yes. He might just have internet connection issues. I mean, why would you declare attack and then wait before you pass priority again? Yeah, he lost connection to the game. So I guess I'll have to talk myself through this. What to talk about? What would be interesting to the viewers? Maybe some statistics of my channel. Give me a sec for me to open it. I think my most viewed are basically the draft videos, not Momir. Let's see, statistics. So I have gotten 1015 viewers, about 10,595 minutes viewed, 18 votes for fun, 4 subscribers, 1 favorited, and the most viewed is indeed Cube Draft 2, Cube Draft 1, Cube Draft 3, then a round of Cube Draft, Draft. Basically it's all Cube Draft. I do understand that. I myself would also prefer seeing Cube Drafts, and I would post more Cube Drafts if possible, but they're not online for Modo. I also applied for monetization and then got some issues with it that said, yeah, it's from a video game, you have to have permission for it. Then I asked support for Wizards of the Coast, and they redirected me to an application form where I can actually apply at Wizards, say what my content is, and they will allow me to, might allow me, they don't, will is a certainty, so they might allow me to make video content of this and have it monetized. So we'll see where we get that. He's apologizing. Nice opponent. So if you ever see this guy called Joseph Bono, he's a friendly guy, and he does indeed miss his drop for the Kajamaro to live. I do understand that he does that. I don't think it's a good play, but I mean, you don't want this hanging around. That's just a 3-4. I mean, if I block now next turn with this, what is it gonna do? Not do anything again? That doesn't seem smart, does it? He has to sacrifice it eventually, and if he doesn't make drops, yeah. So here it attacks again. We obviously block. We want to take this trade anytime, especially if he's not making land drops then, or not making drops in general and wants to keep this around. So no, he decided to finally give it up and start making bigger drops. He can also make 9 drops now, so that's a pretty good one. It's just a 5/5 though, but if he has 2 more swamps in his hand, that's really good. If he doesn't, still a 5/5. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a 6/4 trampler, and then he discards an eye draw. So obviously I'm not blocking even if he attacks, and then I'm attacking myself. It depends on what he makes though, but I think he should have attacked first, just to have the 5 free damage. Of course, it depends on if he wants to not take the damage here or not. He gets a 6/6 flying. That's pretty good, right? So he should attack here. I still won't take the trade, but he does have a 6/6 flyer. That basically does 9 damage every turn. Yeah. So we'll attack here. Hope he has. Okay. So basically I need something to get me out of this mess, because I will be taking a lot of damage. I assume that gets me out of this mess, right? Block, take 3, sacrifice this next turn, make an 8 drop. He gets a 7/7 that he can pay the upkeep for. That's annoying. So obviously we block here. So what are our options, right? We can attack with both of these and then sacrifice this, which I think is the correct play. We can also attack with these, make an 8 drop, hope we get a flyer, and then sacrifice this. It also does to players, so that's a bit annoying. So yeah, I think this is the correct play. If he blocks here, that's a bit annoying because he forces the issue. So yeah, I have to sacrifice this now. I think attacking with this was wrong on my end. Yeah. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Shouldn't have attacked with that. Obviously a 7/7 flying trampler. We need to find an out. And we get a 5/5 flyer. So he pays upkeep, we take 2, we get another 9 drop as an out. I mean, this is a reason to make these kind of land drops, because there are some legendaries like that. But I don't think it's worth it. I mean, this is 7/7, so yeah. He can make a 5 drop, which he should. So yeah, it was basically my mistake there. I should have only attacked with 6/4. He can't block with this because then it dies, stuff like that. So yeah, I think we make a 9 drop and hope to get there. It's basically a 10 drop even. I have no clue what's there at 10, that's good. Yeah, that probably is. It does deal me 1 damage. Yep. So it deals me 1 damage. I attack, he has to block. That's actually pretty annoying because wow, he actually has decent amount of creatures now. So yeah, obviously I block here. It doesn't make me pay upkeep cost, I go down to 1, but I mean everything that I make at 10 is gonna trump his 2/5, right? Or it should trump his 2/5. It's just an 8/8, but it's a bit sad that it's only an effect like that. That it's when you cast it from your hand, it's basically for animation, stuff like that. Yeah, that's really good. That basically kills me, unless I, yeah, this is gonna make the land tapping even more annoying. So what am I looking for out? Basically something that kills him, basically something that gets rid of the Leviathan, or gets rid of all lands. So yeah, we'll consider we can't win through an island walk there. So 1/1. We had to hold on there. We did get some kind of luck by holding on. Obviously I don't want a mulligan. So we, in one of the previous video, we did get a 2 drop an exo ration. We did won that game pretty easily. So the power of it is really as good as they say it is. We get a 2/2 unblockable, so we basically have a 10 turn clock at this point. We'll see what he does, what he gets, I mean. So that's probably something you would want. I mean, it's a 2/2, it gives you 4 drop instead of a 3 drop, stuff like that. So we'll attack here and hope he sacrifices it next turn to make a 4 drop, and then we make a 4 drop, and then he makes another 4 drop. We'll see. He could also just make a 3 drop. In that case, I probably would have made a 2 drop. He's probably keeping this for like faster 8 drops or something. So he attacks for 2. I'm obviously gonna attack first and then make my 4 drop. Just because of Bloodlust, I assume a 4 drop is gonna trump 2 drops. 2/2/2s. Booyah. So activate Momir. Okay. Islands gone. So this what? Non-creature artifacts. Oh, I said a non-artifact creature, but I said non-creature artifacts. So it's basically just a 2/4 here. I don't see a lot in this format that does anything else. This exiles skeleton, vampire, or zombie. Pretty good. He gets a 2/2 flyer. Okay, that's decent. It's just a 2/2 flyer. So he pings me for 2 every turn at this point. I get 3/3. Yeah, that's not really good, but it is a 3/3. If I attack with it, it just trades with a 2/2. So one of these two. So I mean, it's not that really that good, but I do still have a 7-turn clock at this point. He also has a 9-turn clock, but I mean, his is easier to stop than mine. And he does make a 6-drop here before me. So yeah, it's just a 6/6 that can attack. No big issue. But now my troll creature is basically useless. It doesn't die just at the island home, it's called, I guess. That's a new word for it. And he also wasted this token, so... Oh, well, wasted. He used it. I mean, he just didn't get any value out of it. We do get a decent creature, but it's not gonna make a difference here yet. It's a 5/4, which I will use as a blocker. Still a 6-turn clock. And I will be making 7 and 8 drops before him. 5/4 usually stops most of the things, except flyers. Even the 3/1 striker. So at this point he's gonna be at a virtual 10. I'm at a virtual 14. Drop another swamp. Discard the planes. Get something good. We get a 5/5. That actually kills this, but we do not have a forest. Yeah, we discarded 2 forests previously. I mean, this probably is the nuts. So if I draw a forest next turn, I will cost it. I mean, it kills most flyers, right? So it becomes a 7/7 unblockable. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I have no clue how to get out of this now. 7/7 unblockable. So he's at a virtual 6. He attacks with boats. What then, right? We really need something good here. And even a flyer won't be good enough, I guess. Just an 8/4 trample. Still not good enough. So Minas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers plus 1. He's at 6 then. See what he gets. He gets a 6/6 flyer. Yeah. This isn't looking good. He has the board bogged down. He is 7/7 unblockable. He shouldn't even attack with this, in my opinion. I mean, this is lethal enough. Yeah, he doesn't. So we'll see what we get. I mean, I was happy with my unblockable one, but it basically gave me the win here. We get a useless creature. Each untapped creature you control gets... As long as it's not attacking, the fuck is the use of that? So if we attack with everything, block, yeah, let's concede. I mean, GG. Couldn't win this in any way. Thanks for watching. See you in the future.